Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome here. And how about before you go and before I tell you about the video, you just hit the subscribe button under here somewhere and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. Now for this video we are talking about the complexion products or the base products. In this series, like I mentioned last video, every time I'm gonna be talking about makeup application, the next video I'm gonna be talking about my favorite products of this category. In the last video we talked about how to apply foundation, primer, concealer, powder, and all this good stuff. Today I'm gonna share with you my favorite of the moment. I'm going to mention them in the order I apply them. So I start by applying primer, and my favorite primer for the T-zone area for smoothing pores and blurring and mattifying is the One Heck of a Blot by Soap & Glory. You can find this at Ulta and at Target for $14. From the drugstore, this is still drugstore, it's just up there in price if you want something more affordable. Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. It's good as well. It's not like groundbreaking amazing, but it's good and it gets the job done. It's around $5, I guess. For my cheeks, I prefer something more hydrating. I mentioned this in details in the last video and I'm gonna link it down below in the description box. So I use hydrating primers. I have three options over here. First one is the Milani Prime Perfection Face Primer, Hydrating and Pore Minimizing. I kind of not agree with the pore minimizing portion of it, but it's very hydrating. It's good. I feel like my foundation lays on it nicely. It doesn't fight the foundation when I apply it over it, and it's very good. The third one is the e.l.f. and I know nothing is on the packaging. And if you can see, I am almost out of it. I use it a lot. It's very good. It's from the Beautifully Bare line. It's $8 at Walmart. I'm not sure how much is it in CVS and other places that carry e.l.f. But at Walmart, it's $8 and it's from the Beautifully Bare line. It has like this section. In e.l.f., you know, e.l.f. is divided into section. The bare one, the white one, that's $1 or $2, and then the $3 to $5, the studio line, which is black, and then comes the Beautifully Bare line, and it's a little bit more expensive. Now, if you want to go the high-end route, I like the Smashbox Primer Water. It's hydrating without being oily, so if you have even oily skin, all over oily skin, this is very good. And I heard Casey Holmes talking about all the time, and then one of the hot deals that Ulta has, it was 50% off. I got it for $16, so every time I'm gonna see it on sale, I'm gonna snatch it. It's very good. For foundations, I will try to rapid fire through them because if I talked in details for each one of them, it's gonna be 3 hours videos. I have categories of foundation. Everyday foundation, events and special occasions foundation, and foundation where I'm gonna apply it not for a long period of time. I want to look nice, so I don't care too much about the skincare because I'm not gonna have it on my face for the whole day, and I don't want to look like super flawless. I just want to look nice. So it's three different categories for foundation. The first one, which is the everyday foundation, I have four. But two of them I mix together because I find I get more coverage, I feel more flawless with them, and I'm gathering both ingredients in them. They claim they are good for your skin, so I figured why not just mix them together. And the two I'm talking about are the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Transforming Foundation with broad spectrum of 15 with Actyl C. I don't know what is that, and it's oil free. And the second one is the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir, I guess it's called. CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir, and it has vitamin E, B3, B5. It has the broad spectrum of 20, and that's what I have on my skin today, both of these. Second everyday foundation It's not actually foundation, it's a tinted moisturizer, and that's when I'm going to the lighter side of makeup application, natural, neutral, not everyday glam, but everyday natural, but still I have full-on face of makeup. Is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. Yes. This one has barely any coverage to it. It's just a little bit of tint in a moisturizer. It has hyaluronic acid. Your skin will love hyaluronic acid. Let's just set this ground. Hyaluronic acid is very good for your skin. It plumps, it makes it supple. It's amazing. So any product I see has this on, I'm in. Let me set this straight. If you are a full coverage kind of person on everyday basis, not for you. If you're looking for everyday to apply makeup and still be doing good for your skin, there it is. It's not ton of coverage. It's actually the least coverage out of all my foundations, but I like it because I feel it's doing good for my skin. My top favorite one for everyday basis, like that's my true love, is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate. This one has the best of both worlds. It has the coverage and it has the good ingredients for your skin. It's not like full coverage, it's medium to full, but it's amazing. It's perfect. The shade range is amazing because they have different undertones. Like this one is olive undertone that matches me perfectly. It's not orange. And it has hyaluronic acid, and I guess it has some retinol as well in it. It's very good and it's my favorite for my everyday use. Now, let's say I didn't apply any foundation the whole day. I'm giving it a break. Let's say Saturday. And at night I'm going out, but not to a special occasion. I have two options like I choose from. First one is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. It's nice. It has medium to full coverage. It has amazing shade range. You will definitely find your shade in it, and they have different undertones as well. Believe it or not, most of YouTubers have this on their favorite lists, so go figure. And I have the Revlon Color Stay Makeup Compact Foundation and Concealer. It's nice. It doesn't have as much coverage as the Maybelline one, but it gets the job done. Kind of covers, matches your skin, matches your face to your body. The concealer part of it, no. It's very, very hard. If you try to apply it with a brush, with a sponge, with your finger, anything under your eyes, you will have wrinkles because you keep tugging to make it blend in. It doesn't blend. If you want to use it, because I hate to get product and not be able to use it, and I paid money for it, so I use it to highlight the center of my face, like my forehead and my chin, and that's about it. You open it, and that's the concealer, and it comes out, and that's the foundation. It's nice. Now let's talk about my favorites for special occasions, events, Christmas, any event I'm going to. And I want to look flawless. That's what I go for. First one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. When I first tried this, I was speechless because how can it be that good with this price? That's mind-boggling. I got it for $4.68 at Walmart. Believe it or not, it's $6 at CVS. And at Walmart, it's $4.68. How can it be that good? I can't understand the mystery yet. It's very good. It looks like you don't have any makeup on. It's very good coverage, and you don't look like you have makeup on. It's your skin, but better, and you can go glam with this skin. So it's that flawless. Second one that does the same exact thing, I feel like it's the same foundation, but this one it's $12 something after tax. When you round it up, it's $14 even. Is the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation, and this is sold just at Target. I haven't seen it anywhere else. It's a very, very, very good foundation, and I have recommended it to most of my friends because it's really, really good. And it has a little bit of smell to it, but it doesn't bother me or anything. I like it still. And the Wet n Wild has kind of paint smell to it, Still, it's like when you're applying, you smell it. After you're done, you can't smell it anymore. Now, the one that I use when I need full coverage, like I'm going full on glam coverage, all what you want, I use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. It's a new layer of skin. It's like whatever you have underneath, it's not there anymore. It erases everything. And it's very good for oily skin. Now, I don't have oily cheeks, so I moisturize more when I use it, and I make sure that I apply setting spray, hydrating one on my cheeks when especially when I'm applying this foundation, because I don't want to look dried out or lifeless. Concealers, I fly through them, and I try a lot as well. I try to narrow them down as much as I can. I have 4 drugstore and 1 high-end. 2 of the drugstore are Maybelline. The first one is the Maybelline Age Rewind. The second one is the Maybelline Fit Me. Both of them are very good. This one though is a little bit more coverage than this one. This one a little bit lighter. The third one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. It's like the same line as the foundation, but that's the concealer. It's very nice as well. It's not super full coverage, but it's nice. It gets the job done. Once you set it, it doesn't crease. I didn't find, like, I've tried tons and tons of concealers especially, and I haven't found one that doesn't crease at all. The last one I'm gonna mention creases the least. This one, of course, if you don't set it, it's gonna crease. The Maybelline ones, if you don't set it, it's gonna crease. So you have to set your concealer. That's a rule. I recently tried this one. Jessica Braun actually get me into buying this, and it's good. It's more whipped. It's like the most whipped formula I have ever tried, but it's very nice coverage, especially when you let it. This trick I talked about in the last video, if you let it set for a little bit and then go in blending, it's full coverage. If I have to choose one of the 4 drugstore, it's gonna be this one, the Ulta. Let me try to find the exact name. Yeah, it's Ulta Beauty brand, and it's full coverage liquid concealer, and it's waterproof. Now, number 1 selling concealer, I guess in the world, not just the States, is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And if you have extremely dry skin, I don't think this is going to crease. I have a tiny bit of oil that can come through my lids, so that can make it a little bit creasy. But if you have completely dry skin, I know a friend, like a very good friend of mine, uses it without any powder. Like, she doesn't set it and it doesn't crease. Now let's talk about the setting powders that we set the concealers with. Loose powders, that is. I most of the time, 99% of the time, use loose powder, either to bake or just to set. I'll start with my newest find at the drugstore for loose powders, and it's e.l.f. It's e.l.f. Soft Luminance HD powder. Now, hear me out till the end because it has glitter. We're gonna shut the video right now. Don't wait. It's the smoothest powder I have ever felt. It's incredibly finely milled, it's incredibly smooth, and this soft, I wouldn't say, no, it's not glitter. No, I'm wrong. Pause. Not glitter. It's shimmer, very soft shimmer, and it's very soft. It is very beautiful. It's very beautiful. That's the only thing that I can say about it. It's beautiful. I know most of the people, when they see that it has a little bit of this sheen to it or shimmer to it, well, okay, I'm not gonna buy it, so that's why nobody's talking about it, I guess. You will not be able to see it. That's how it's smooth and finely milled. Oh my god, I love it. It's a newly found love. Second one is very good too. It's the LA Pro Powder High Definition Setting Powder, and it's the shade Banana, I guess. Banana Yellow. And it's banana powder. It brightens. Usually when I'm not applying banana loose powder and I'm applying the last one I'm gonna mention, I go with a compact banana powder over the one that I baked with, just to brighten this area. You can see it right here. It's very smooth. As if you watch Tati, I dare you, if you haven't bought this powder, because she talks about it so much and I trust her with almost all her recommendations. So I went out and bought it once I heard her talking about it, and of course she's been talking about it way before I saw that. It's the Coty Airspun. I haven't seen it anywhere but Walmart. Maybe I've heard it's sold at Walgreens as well. I find it at Walmart, and you're not gonna find it with the actual aisles of makeup. You are going to find it where they have the Sally Hansen and the nail stuff. That's where they carry it. If you have pores, it erases it, like no more pores. It disappears. If the primer didn't do the job, you can always rely on this. I have it in two shades. The extra coverage one, the translucent extra coverage, this has a little bit of a pink undertone. I don't feel it works so much with my complexion. The one that I use most of the time is the naturally neutral. One thing, it's a little bit messy. I don't know if you can see in the cap over here, it has a little bit of creamy, not yellowy, creamy hint to it. So it is perfect for my skin tone. One other thing, if you're sensitive to smells, this might be a little bit too much. But I would say just take a deep breath, apply it. You're not gonna be smelling it for the rest of the day. It's just the time of applying it. For me, I enjoy the smell. I feel like my grandma's makeup smelled like that, but the smell is so comforting for me for some reason. I like to set my whole face as well with powder because, as I mentioned in the last video, when I start blending contour, bronzer, blush, highlight, I like a smooth surface to work on, not a creamy one. If I have a creamy or like foundation surface, it's gonna be skipping and splotchy and muddy and not so attractive. So if I'm going to an event, I want to lock everything in place. I want a foolproof makeup, not an everyday makeup. An event makeup, I go with loose powder because it's more powerful in the setting department. The first one is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. They released this like in 2017, I guess, and it's called Loose Finishing Powder. And they have tons of shades, so you can actually find one that works with your skin or with your face shade, not just bright one or light one to set your under eye area. No, like you will find your shade to set your whole face. See the shade over here, and there are even darker colors. That's amazing. The next one I first got it to try to set my under eye area. I looked weird to the extent that I had to wash my face, wash my whole makeup. I tried it for my whole face, and oh my god, I look flawless with this one. It's the Flower, it's Powder Up Loose Powder, and it's Flower Beauty, and I got it in the shade L01. When I run out of this one, most probably I will get the shade L02 when the summer comes in. It's like beigey creamy color. It's perfect to set your whole face. And I don't do this on daily basis. I feel like it's too much, but for daily basis I need to still set my face, so I opt for compact powders. For the longest time I have been using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. Right now, to be quite honest, I only use it for setting the concealer on my upper lid for eyeshadow, because I discovered that I want a little bit of a radiant powder, not glittery, but with a sheen, so my face is not completely matte or dry, because I have normal to dry cheeks. I found another 3 options for you. The next one is the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. And for the powder for the whole face, the compact one, or even the loose one, try to find a shade as close as your foundation shade so you don't alter your foundation shade. The next one is a complete dupe for MAC's mineral powder or mineralized powder, and this one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus pressed powder. Obviously I love this line, the foundation, the concealer, and the powder, but this powder, it's not matte and it doesn't have a sheen. It just sets and adds life to your face, and it is so soft. I love it. Last one is a recent find for me, and it's the NYX No Filter finishing powder. It's finishing powder, and this one has a sheen to it. I don't know if you can see on camera. It's definitely glowing, but not in an in-your-face highlighty way, in a very subtle, healthy way. For the banana powder that I set my under eye with, not set, brighten my under eye with, my favorite one is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette, and that's the shade Caramel Toffee. It's incredibly smooth. Do you see that? It's incredibly brightening. So that's my favorite banana powder, period. That's it for this video. I hope I didn't go so fast. I just didn't want the video to be too long. If you enjoyed it and like it, thumb up. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the bell, and share. Love you. See you in the next video. Bye.